Hello, my name is Alexa Johnson. I am currently an RA in Alma Clark Glass and a Pride Floor Affinity RA, and I am sending in my video submission for the 3 prompts that we were given. So for the question 1, what is a challenge you anticipate as a returning staff member? How will you overcome this challenge? Have your previous experiences influenced how you would approach this challenge? I personally anticipate a challenge in the ways of working with new people. This year I was placed on the Pride floor and my floor partner was new to the RA role. And due to the fact that Pride is not only just 1 floor, but 2 floors this year. The Pride residents are extended up, and so we have 2 other RAs up there who are not technically Pride RAs, but they take on kind of a role involving that. And both of them were new to the RA role as well. I played a really big role in supporting the 3 of them into the RA role and kind of guiding them into what it means to be an RA and how to best work their time around things, how to know the ins and outs of everything. And that took a really big toll on me mentally, personally. So the biggest challenge I anticipate is understanding my capacity as a returner and knowing when to step back and ask somebody else to take the reins. I struggled quite a bit at the beginning of the year because of the weight I felt on my shoulders as a returner and an affinity RA. I leaned on my peers that have experience in affinity spaces in the hopes of getting some recommendations, as well as talking to my supervisors. So I think for this upcoming year, I'm going to first talk to my supervisor in the hopes of kind of getting a bit more knowledge on how I should take care of myself, as well as understanding what to best communicate to my friends and peers about this kind of thing. And I also talked with one of my peers that had been in a similar situation, and that assisted me kind of understanding how to communicate my feelings in the situation to everybody else. Question number 2, returners enter into many different roles within their community and their staff. What role do you anticipate playing in the upcoming academic year? I anticipate being a very lively person that supports and lifts up my coworkers and residents in the community. I've always carried a really large amount of energy and passion into everything that I do, but I do put my boundaries in as needed. Due to my inviting energy, a lot of new staff members often come to me looking for guidance and support, and so I have taken on the role as a mentor and an energy lifter. I enjoy doing both of these things a lot. I'm happy that they seem to come to me a bit more naturally about things. Because I'm a lively person, I tend to make friends throughout just the entire community rather than my floor and my residents. So I also end up bridging the gap between different floors on the community and different sides rather than just making friends and having people connect on my floor and only my floor. Question number 3. Growth is a core component of residents' life experience. What do you hope to learn or skills do you hope to gain as a returner? I hope to grow in many aspects, not only over the course of next year, but this year still. I personally really would love to grow in how I validate people for the various life experiences they take on. There are some people I know that do a really good job of validating other people's experiences and feelings and expanding on what they've heard. I want to put that into practice as a friend and a peer and an RA, and I think that it's a really good skill to have. I also would like to learn how to deal a bit more with burnout. I'm going into my 8th quarter as an RA this upcoming fall, and so I'm worried about being burnt out in my role. I am really enjoying what I'm doing this year, working on the Pride floor, and I have felt a lot of growth and comfortability within my space. I put in a lot of work towards my residents and my coworkers, and I have kept my limits there, which have kept me going this year. I have felt some aspects of burnout, and so I don't want that to override my ability to enjoy the work that I put out. This year, I decided to space out my intentional conversations more and set up very strong boundaries at the beginning of the year, and it's greatly improved my performance. So, thank you.